We are here. This is day number 36. And y'all, let me tell you something. Pardon my dust. All right. We are doing day 36, really in the early part of day 37, because your girl last night I was pooped. Okay. I was tired. My son had flag football. School is a zillion degrees outside here in Atlanta. I was getting eaten up by the mosquitoes outside at that field. And after we got home, y'all, I could not. I could not. So please do not charge it to my heart, charge it to my mind. I needed to rest. I've been doing videos every day for 35 days. Okay. So I had to take a break. So we are here, day 36, and I want to help you understand whether or not you have a vision problem or not. Okay. We're going to talk about it. I want to welcome you to today's live stream in reference to our 30K in 90 days challenge. My name is Tracy Walker. I am a baseball mom. I'm primarily a baseball mom. My son has picked up flag football as well. So now we got a flag football team and we've got two baseball teams that we are on. And the fall is getting ready to be pretty busy. So that is my reason. Okay. My reason why I do what I do. I am also a documented seven-figure digital marketer. I've been able to make millions of dollars as it relates to network marketing, leveraging social media, being on the internet, the whole digital aspect of building a team and organizations all across the world, tens of thousands of people in the organization. So I've done it in network marketing. I've also done it in affiliate marketing. I've pretty much been one of the top affiliate marketers for pretty much any program that I decide to promote, maybe because I believe in what it is that I am sharing with people. And so therefore, I speak about it and I go to town on sharing with people how it can benefit them, especially if they're looking to have freedom, make more money and have more time. And I've also been able to, I'm a creator, I'm a content creator. So I've created my own trainings, my own courses, my own programs, my own coaching programs, downloads, worksheets, workbooks, blueprints, ebooks. I've done all of that as well. Okay. And so now I am here to share with you over the 90-day challenge, specifically how you can take skill sets, mindset, all of that together, belief and faith, and generate results that will allow you to make some changes in your life if that's what you want. Okay. The title of this is 30K in 90 days. Essentially, that's about $10,000 a month. And I've also been sharing with you a very, very powerful program that if you follow the blueprint in the challenge that I'm giving you, with just 12 referrals, you'll be able to make $10,000 a month. Okay. And if you do that over 3 months, that's how it's 30K in 90 days. Okay. So that is not a random title. It is a very specific and strategic thing that I can document and point out and give you statistics and numbers behind, which I have done in several of the videos earlier on in the challenge. And we're going to keep this show on the road because a little later on today, guess what? I am going to be doing day number 37. Okay, so let's get 36 out of the way early before I have to go pick up my son from school, go to baseball practice, and make my way back here later on this evening for day 37. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the topic at hand. Okay, and I want you to think about this question. I think I even have it in the description, right? Let's say you were getting ready to go on vacay. Let's say you're getting ready to go on vacation and you knew you had some content that you needed to create. The question I have for you is, are you the person that says, all right, my vacation is in 2 days or whenever it is, okay? And I've got X amount of content I need to create and get out there before I go, or get out there, period. Are you the person that says, I've got to get this content done before I go? Or are you the person that says, oh, I just got too much stuff going on. I got to get the packing together. I got to make sure everything is together. And my head is in, I got to get the house together, right? What I'll do is as soon as I get back and once things settle down and once things are a bit more calm and I can get things under control, I'll just create the content when I get back. That's the question. Are you going to do what you know you need to do before you go when there's a lot going on? Or are the kind of person that's going to say, well, I'll just do it when I get back because things will have died down a bit. I won't have so much going on. Okay. Now, why is that important? Well, it's important because it indicates your driving force. Okay. Now, this is generally speaking. I cannot say this is specifically you. But generally speaking, the way human behavior is, the way that our minds work, the way the subconscious works, the way that we are programmed is usually how you're going to behave because it is your subconscious that controls your behaviors, period. That is a scientific fact. Okay. You can argue with someone else about that. So when we look at your pattern of behavior, the question then becomes what would make you wait when you know you need to do it? What kind of conversation would you have to convince yourself that waiting is now better than doing it now, when doing it now is actually more in alignment with integrity? Why would you step out of integrity for convenience versus stay in integrity even if you were inconvenienced? That driving force right there. So here's the deal. If you're the person that would do it before you went on vacay, then I'm going to salute you. I'm going to applaud you. And the reason is because, you're committed to the vision. You're committed to the goals. You know what you need to do, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get yourself to the finish line. It's you're honoring your own word. See, and that's an important thing. Like in this digital marketing world, people want to market and promote on the internet. They want to listen to what I say. They want to listen to what other teachers and trainers and experts may say and try to implement what they're suggesting. And then you want other people to buy because you did your video. You want other people to buy because you put the call to action there. You want other people to do what you are referring them to or recommending they do. However, the irony is that you don't do what you say do. You don't. You don't do what you say you're going to do. So, how do you feel that it is actually appropriate energetically that other people now should be doing what you're recommending that they do? Where does that come from? Where does that line of thinking come from? Yeah, I can make an excuse why I don't do something more often than not. But I've done 5 videos and people haven't bought anything from me yet. Well, because guess what? It's the unseen forces. It's the unseen forces that actually is communicated through your content that you don't see and you don't think other people pick up on. It's something called a vibe. And vibe is like, the term everybody uses now, but vibe is literally short for vibration, right? So if it's the vibration, if you're on a lower level vibration and you're giving out low level vibrations, then when other people see your content, guess what they are receiving from you? Low level vibrations. And because of those low level vibrations, they are not inspired to buy because inspiration is not on the low part of the vibration scale. It is on the higher part of the vibration scale. So if you want to inspire somebody to take action, but you're presenting low level vibration because you are not in integrity, but you think because you're not saying to the people that you're not in integrity, you believe that they can't feel that. And I'm here to tell you, you're going to have to get a grip because that is not the case. Oh, they most certainly can feel that. They most certainly can feel it. And that is why they are not buying. They are uncertain. They are unsure, right? And that is the energy that you give off. You're uncertain. You're unsure, right? And so now they don't buy. So if you're the person that's doing ahead of time, congrats, right? You're on track. But if you're the person that says, you know what, I'm just going to wait until I get back off the vacation because it's too much. I got too much going on. My house is a mess. I still haven't packed. I got to get everything together. I'm still trying to coordinate the group that's doing this and doing that. And I just can't think about this content right now. I will just do this stuff when I get back. They'll be okay. If that's you, you have a vision problem. Yeah, that's a fact. If that's you, you have a vision problem. And you know why you have a vision problem? Because when you have a vision for something, when you have an internal calling for something, when you have a desire to impact lives in whatever way you're doing it, and your vision is to make sure that people are better as a result in coming to better as a result in coming up better as a result of coming into contact with you than they are if they don't come into contact with you. If you believe that you are here to make people's lives better, more fulfilled, uh, you know, more more inspired, more, if you are here to do that, more financially sound, more literate in an area or so, whatever it is, more fun, you provide more fun, more educated, more knowledgeable about something, more spiritual about something, if that's your reason that you believe that you are here, how can you be in alignment with your vision? Or how could you have a vision and then put the people that you are called to help, those people need to wait until you get back from doing whatever it is you're doing. Now, I'm not saying don't do what you need to do. What I'm saying is that if the vision is truly to help the people in whatever way it is, how are you in a state of vision work where your vision encourages you that the people who need your help the most, the people who need more money the most, the people who need more skills the most, the people who need a way out of their situation the most, those people now need to wait until you come back from a vacation before you can pour life into them, where they could go off and potentially change their life while you're on vacation. If you are operating from that position, you have a vision problem, which means you don't really have a vision. That's the point, right? You don't really have a vision, because there's no person that has a vision that makes the people that are following them on the journey wait. I'm not saying not wait for a couple minutes. I'm not saying, oh my goodness, hey, I didn't do my live last night, so we're going to get it done 12 hours later. I'm talking about till you come back from a whole vacation. It's probably 5, 7, 10 days. Okay, then people be all right. They can watch all my other stuff. There's something about a calling. There's something about a calling, a burning desire, that creates something we call passion. It's an unseen force, passion. You can't see passion, but you can feel passion, can't you? Can't you feel when someone's passionate about something? Can't you watch Usher at a concert and know that he's passionate about putting on a great show? Can't you look at, let's say, someone like a Tony Robbins, go to their event, be in that room for 2 or 3 days, and feel the passion just flowing from them off of that stage into the audience, and you can cry. You see people crying and, letting things go and breaking through. Like, you can freaking feel a passion. But you got to go on vacay first. You got to go on vacay first. And so what I am wanting to get through to you is that we got to nail down your vision. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to, and I learned about this little strategy. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get out a piece of paper, because we got to fix it. Okay. Now I've gotten onto you a little bit about the fact that it's there. The problem is there, but let's fix it. I want you to pull out a piece of paper. I do not want you to type this. I do not want you to type it right now at all. Okay. I do not want you to do that. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to, hold on. This is my housekeeper, and she's calling, but I'm trying to, all right, hold on. All right. So get the piece of paper out, and I want you to think about the group of people that you want to help. I want you to think about that target market. I want you to think about that perfect audience, that perfect customer, the person that you're saying that you want to help. And then what I want you to do is I want you to write a letter to them. And I want you to talk to them. And when I say them, just pretend like you're talking to one person. Pretend like your ideal customer is sitting right in front of you. You're at a coffee house, you're at a coffee shop, and they're sitting right in front of you. And you know that you can help this person. I want you to write down on a piece of paper why it is so important that they get the help that they need to get from you right now. I want you to speak to them like you mean it. I want you to speak to them with a true intention to serve them. I want you to write it out. Listen, dear perfect customer, I am writing this letter to you to remind you that changing your life right now is one of the most important things that you could ever do. And here's why. And here's how, right? Hold on. Hold on. She's trying to, hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. All right, guys, hold on 1 second for me. Hold on. Let me go let her in. I'll be right back. Don't you dare go away. All right, guys, we are back. We are back. All right. So here we go. All right. So you're writing the letter. I apologize for that. I had to let her in. She was already in the building. I didn't know she was already in the building. But she was at my door. I can hear her trying to get in my door. All right. So here's the deal. And you've got to speak to them. You got to speak to them like you want them to feel the passion. Because you have it already, right? Listen, here's why. Okay. Your life needs to change now, right? Number one, you know, I completely understand that you're working a lot of hours at your job, and it's probably causing a lot of stress in your life. It's probably creating an environment where you're overworked, you feel underpaid, and you're probably missing out on things that you'd rather be doing with your life, right? I totally get that. And I also understand that if you don't do something now about that, then you're going to keep repeating this same thing over and over and over again. Let me ask you this. If the next 5 years looked like the last 5 years, would you be better off? If not, let me share with you exactly the game plan on what needs to happen for you. Here's how you change that, right? And then you got to start, speak to the people and tell them, here's the steps you got to take. Here are the things that you're going to need to do. Right. And when you connect with me and as you work with me, or you get your hands on this product, or you get your hands on this program, or you get yourself involved in this community, what's going to be available to you is a chance to escape all of that stress and all of that drama that you had before, so that the next 5 years of your life can actually be a testament to you actually making the change today. Right. So you got to get into it. Get into it. Like this is a people business. You are not going to be able to reach people if you're not being personable, if you're not being a real human with real empathy. You can't do it trying to be a sales rep. Are you a sales rep? Are you an affiliate? Yes. Do you have something to offer? Absolutely. Do we have a problem with offering people things that can help them change or solve a problem? Absolutely not. But when you are conversing with someone, they first have to feel and know and understand the benefit of how it helps them, not just they need to buy it because you said it. You got to connect with people at the heart level. That's why they call some people heart-centered entrepreneurs, right? A heart-centered this, a heart-centered content creator, a heart-centered, because it's coming from the heart. Do you hear what I'm saying? So what you're going to do is you're going to write that out on a piece of paper. Okay. Then, so step one is get the piece of paper, write out what you're doing, how you're working with you, how all of that's going to help that person to do what they need to do. That's number one. Then number two, you're going to take that and then you are going to type it. I don't want you to type it first because you've got to have an emote coming from you to the paper. Okay. There is a connection. Whether you like it or not, it's an invisible force, once again, that when you write something in your own handwriting, your brain perceives that as true, as fact, which is why, just on a mindset thing, on a manifestation thing, there's something called written affirmations. Why would someone need to write affirmations? Because you could speak it, because you speak, you hear, right? But sometimes people need to write them because if they're really trying to make a program shift from what they normally are doing to a completely radical different thing that they need to do, you've got to convince your own self first that this is the right thing to do. And the best way, one of the best ways to do that is to write it in your own handwriting because your brain already recognizes your handwriting. So apparently, if it's in your handwriting, your brain says, oh, then this must be what I need to do. This must be what I need to do. So that's why people do written affirmations. So what I'm saying is that after you write this down in your handwriting so that your brain can start to perceive that this is actually true from you, you got to believe it first. Then you can convey that energy onto the paper through the pen, through your energy, and you can write it out for somebody else to feel, which they can. If you are writing it, whether it's true from a heart center perspective or whether it is false from a fabricated standpoint, the other person can still feel it. You got to understand that. Don't you know, if you get a, haven't you ever felt like you had a bad vibe around somebody? Right. So then why are you acting like you can't feel negative energy? Haven't you felt like, oh, I get a good vibe from this person? Right. So why are you acting like you can't feel good energy? So, in other words, you can feel good energy and bad energy, but everybody else that you know, they can't feel it. So you're deceiving them, but you can't be deceived. Okay, no, that's not how this works. So you need to be honest and open and have integrity and be transparent and vulnerable. And when you write this out and how you truly aim to serve and help the people that you're saying that you are called to help and that you want to help and that you want to serve and the reason why. And then you're going to type it after that, because then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, you're going to put it in step 3, you're going to put it in the chat GPT here. And I've taught y'all all about chat GPT already, a lot in previous videos in the challenge. So you're going to write it first. You're going to type it. Then you're going to copy and paste it. And when you copy and paste it in the chat GPT, what you're going to do is you're going to ask chat GPT to, create 10 headlines, or create 10 what is it called? My brain. So you could, I call them headlines all the time. But they could be titles, video titles, Instagram titles, whatever, right? But create 10 of them based around this following content, and you paste your letter in there. Create me 20 titles for 30-second, 40-second Instagram reels based around the following content, and you paste it in there. And let ChatGPT give you content for 20 days, 30 days based on what you wrote, which is why you can't half-step it, half-ass what you're writing. The shortcuts that you've been taking, you cannot continue on with that. Like, let me just give it to you right now. The shortcuts that you have been taking in life, you are not going to be able to continue with the shortcuts. At this point, this stage in the game, either you for real want to help people or you don't want to help people. If you only want to help yourself truly and innately, then you're going to get stuck at this point because the work is required, and then you'll be resisting against doing the work. You know why? Because you really don't have any motivation to do it except for selfish motivations, which I'm not against having selfish aspects of things that you do at all. We're all in a business. Apparently you want to put food on your table. Apparently you want to pay your bills. That is a selfish thing. Selfish doesn't mean bad. People have tried to make us think that selfish is bad, but there are certain instances where you need to be selfish. Like, how about this? Right now, I need to be selfish. I'll get these nails done. Right now, I do. I need to be selfish. And instead of worrying about baseball tonight, I need to be going to the nail salon. But I can't afford to be selfish because my son comes first. But that doesn't mean I get to neglect myself. It doesn't mean that at no point should I have no concern for self-care. It means that today it just ain't going to happen. So I've got to be selfish at some point, just not today. So selfish is a good thing because Clearly, you need to do what you need to do. That's why you have a business. This is why you want to have make money with digital marketing. This is why you want to promote and market products and sell things online. Perfectly fine. Legal, moral, and ethical. Perfectly fine. But if you will not even take the time to really nail down why you're trying to help the group you're trying to help, and you're not making sales on top of it, and you're willing to go on vacation without creating content when a group of people who need, it's like if you were feeding the hungry, if you were clothing people that didn't have clothes, and you decided that you could go down to wherever the location is to help the people, to make sure that it's cold outside, and you got all these clothes, these bags of clothes in the house, and you need to take these clothes down there, but you decide you're not going to take the clothes down there before you go on your 7-day vacation, and that the people who need the clothes can wait. They can wait until you come back from your fun in the sun. That's not a real vision to make sure people are clothed. Or creating an environment where you're going to then somebody else is going to do it on your behalf, to just let the people not have access to the thing that will bring joy and will bring the actual vision that you said you had, which is to keep people warm in the cold. For you not to do anything to make sure that that happens before you go on a vacation, to me, it's a vision problem. You don't really want to do what you're saying you're doing. It sounds good. It sounds like it's a good idea, and you want to appear noble. But when it comes down to actually being noble, you're out of integrity with being noble, because the reality is that you're so selfish about what you want and need that you don't even have the bandwidth to consider how you could actually give to get. You just want to get. You just want to get. Why people not buying from me? How many times they got to watch this video? Why they keep going to the site they not buying? Because maybe you're not getting enough value. Maybe they're not feeling the high vibe. Maybe they're not getting the energy that they need to get from you. Maybe you haven't written down exactly what the benefit is so that it connects to them. Maybe you keep telling them the actual features of what you have, but you haven't given anybody any benefits to what you have. And there is a difference between features and benefits, by the way. If you need to know, go check it out. Go look it up. There's a difference between features and benefits. So if you popping off with a bunch of features and you never call it getting to the nitty gritty of the benefits, then you can't be mad that, oh, you want to blame it on the video, like the video on the sales page, or you want to blame it on the sales page itself, when the sales page itself and the video itself are making other people sales. The other people aren't better than you. The other people do not have something more miraculous over their life than you do yours. It's that those people actually take the time to actually connect with their vision. And the people that's coming into contact with them can feel that. They can feel that, and they get into something that we call momentum. You don't have any momentum because you are not in momentum. You have low energy. And I learned something a long time ago. Low energy, low income. High energy, high income. All right. So that's what I want you to do to fix the vision problem. And now your content should start to come to life. Your content should start to be more vibrant. Your content should start to interact and engage with people more. Your content should start to work for you, because you and your content will be in alignment. And because you and your content are in alignment, the right people that are reviewing or reading or watching or listening to your content, guess what you're going to do? You're going to raise up their vibe. They're going to feel that energy. They're going to say, let me go check it out. Let me go see what she is talking about. Let me go see what he is referencing. Because yeah, man, I got to change my life. I believe her. I believe him. I don't believe that they're trying to run a game on me. I don't believe they're trying to finagle me. I don't believe they're trying to run shenanigans on me. I believe that I can do this. Just like I believe that you can do this. I believe that you could write the letter to your target market, copy and paste it into ChatGPT, and create content all off of your heartfelt, true, inspired letter. And imagine how your business can grow legs and begin to run for you. Imagine what connecting with your target market will do for you. Are you willing to do the work though? Are you willing to put in that little bit of effort? That little bit of effort, so that people can feel you, not just see you, not just hear you, but they can feel you. It's through that invisible force where people say, you know what? That's it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I believe in her. I believe in me. And I believe that this thing can help me. I gotta do what I gotta do. Right. And then people start sowing seeds into themselves. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to get really good with sowing seeds into yourself. And you can start by, if you look in the description, you will find a link to where it says the free digital marketing blueprint. Okay. If you don't know where you're going, then how do you plan on getting there? Don't you need a map, a GPS, a blueprint? If you're going to build a house, how does an architect put a house together without the blueprints? You can't. How do the construction workers know where everything goes without the blueprint drawn up by the architect? So we have drawn up the blueprints because we've been down the road a lot already. And we're saying, if you would just take this blueprint, we can give you the game plan. We could show you exactly what step to take first, second, third, fourth, and exactly where you should end up if you follow this blueprint. We can give you that. But once we give you that, you still got to take the first step. You still got to take the first actionable step after that. So if you do not have access to the free digital marketing blueprint and you're still kind of looking and heeing and hawing and you don't even have the blueprint, my goodness, what are we waiting for? Go ahead and click on the link in the description. If you're looking at this over on Facebook, it's going to be in the comment section. Or if you're looking at this and you just want to go to the site yourself, it's right here in the lower third, makemoneywithtracy.com. Head over to www.makemoneywithtracy.com. Or you can just click the link right in the description here on my channel because it will take you right there. It will take you to a page. It's going to talk about you changing your life. You're going to put your email in that box. And then you're going to be redirected to another page with a video. Watch the video. It's not even that long. Like, watch the video. And then what you want to do is, if that video makes sense, you're going to want to go ahead and click on that button that's under that video. And you want to go to that page where it breaks down the whole entire program, where if you follow the blueprint that I give you, you will be able to learn exactly what I have right here, where you can start earning $900 a day. Will you be making $900 a day your first day, your second day? Probably not. The first day you started the first day you started walking, were you able to run the 100 meter in the Olympics? Like, let's not be ridiculous. Let's not be ridiculous. Everybody has to start from square one. You're not going to make $900 a day your first day ever playing this game. But if I can show you how you can, and then you start doing what I'm telling you, even if you only did it 12 times a month, you would make $10,000 in a month. Even if you did it 12 times, not even 30 times, you have 12 sales, you have 12 people, you make $900 12 times in a month. That's over $10,000. You do that for 3 months. That's over $30,000. And it's exactly what I'm saying to you is possible with the 90-day challenge. But you've got to take action. And you've got to believe in yourself. And you've got to also recognize that the work is required. It ain't hard work. It's just you got a vision problem. And you got to get clear with who is going to be served by you, who's going to benefit from you. And you get to decide who that is. And once you decide who that is, then write it out. Write it out so you know exactly what you're going after. You know exactly who you're trying to help and how you're trying to help them. And then let ChatGPT put your content together and whip, bam, boom, you done. Like, come on, y'all. Y'all know that's simple. Okay. So I hope that you enjoyed this broadcast of day number 36, even though it is being done on the early part of day 37. I'll be back later this evening with the official day 37 to keep us all on track, but I couldn't make you wait. Now, see, I wasn't on vacation. I literally was just dog tired from running around with my chat, but I knew I could not leave you hanging. I had to get up today and get this done before I even went and got my son from school today, even though this time is not blocked out for this. This time is blocked out for something else. But I had to sacrifice because you're who I'm trying to help. And you don't deserve to have to wait until I'm done yaki dakiing around in my life when I've already made the commitment to doing this every day. And you know I've made the commitment. So the way that I demonstrate to you the level of integrity, the consistency, you got to know it eats me up inside when I don't do it. So it's like it's pulling me, it's drawing me. It's literally the passion won't let me even eat my lunch because I know in the back of my mind I had to do this live. I do this live. I do this live. Even my son said last night, he said, "Mom, don't forget you got to do your live tomorrow. You made a promise." Absolutely. Being a man of your word is what I teach him. So how can I teach him to be a man of his word? And he's recognizing, if he would recognize, because he's not recognizing that I'm not, but what if he was observing his mother not being a woman of her word? Out of integrity. Y'all see the disconnect? Okay. So go ahead, click on the link down in the description. Look in the comments if you're looking at this over on Facebook. Click that link. Go ahead, get yourself access to the free digital marketing blueprint. I look forward to seeing you plugged in. You want to get started today with the Legacy Builders program. I'm telling you, every day that you wait, we're already 30 something days in. We've only got, less than 60 days left to go. And I want you on track to be able to earn 30K. And I believe that you can do it. So get yourself in alignment, get yourself plugged into the Legacy Builders program, and let us help you start to change your life so that you can start putting other people in position to change their lives as well. Okay. So go ahead, click on makemoneywithtracy.com, get your hands on the blueprint, and I will see you guys actually later on this evening for day number 37. Peace out, guys.